everybody, happy Thursday. Doreen from Door Designs. I am back from my 4th of July, kind of a little vacation, mini vacation. We spent some time with part of my family for a nice long week. So back, 4th of July is being put away, fall stuff's coming out. I got a lot of fun, unique little ideas we're going to be designing. So 2 things for today's tutorial. A lot of you have asked me if I'm going to get any more of these and make any more. I am. I've got a few more in. I sold out of them from my shop, so I'm trying to get some more to list in my shop. Hopefully I'll have some next week, but these are what I'm calling just my picture frame bases. They're a grapevine. They're about 21 inches long, this one is, and about 3 inches wide. They're fun to design with. So I had this length, and then I had them in the square frame. So second of all, a lot of you have asked if I could do some designs where it's easier for you guys to get product versus going through wholesalers. I get that. So I'm going to be doing today's design is going to probably be about 90% product from Hobby Lobby. I've got some stuff from Michael's. I was disappointed. I was in Springfield and I went to At Homes. I was really looking to get a lot of stuff because I did last year. They hardly had anything out for fall and Halloween. So have to make a second trip there. So today's design, instead of doing all the oranges and yellows and reds and golds that are beautiful for fall, and fall is my favorite season to design with, I'm going to be actually doing a soft cream color, kind of a taupe with a little bit of a rust and a peach in it. So the first stem I'm going to use, this came from Hobby Lobby. It's my favorite. It's one that I use a lot during the fall. It's got, I think, about 6 pieces to the bush. I love the colors. I love the colors in the leaves. And what's good about one like this is, A, it's great in centerpieces, but if you're doing a lot of reds and oranges and yellows, sometimes it can be a little overbearing and you need something to kind of soften it. This is my go-to. So you'll see a lot of my fall, even some of my Halloween designs are going to have this bush in it. Then the second piece is going to be, this wheat. And then this came from Hobby Lobby. It was $3. Like I said, this was 10, so use your coupons or the discounts when they're on sale at 40% off. This is the one that did not come from Hobby Lobby. This came from, I think, Sims Pottery, which is a wholesaler. But I like it in this design. See how nice and soft the peach and the rust is? So this is going to kind of be our color palette today. And then I'm going to be using 1, possibly 2 of these big pumpkins that came from Hobby Lobby. I got mine last year. They were $9.99, but I want to show you something on these pumpkins. So here's how they come. It's plastic, it's brown, it doesn't look good at all. Just take 5 minutes and paint your stem. I painted mine, all of mine were gold. You could paint them any color you wanted, but it just makes such a difference. So if you're designing to sell to someone, trust me, your customer is going to be much more pleased with a design where their pumpkin looks like that than looks like this. So that's just kind of a little tidbit as far as kind of making it, kind of just finishing off your piece. It's little things like that that means a lot to your customers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this pumpkin up here a little ways, kind of in the back a little bit, and then we're going to design all the way around it. And I'm going to take it up a little bit because I want to leave a space here because this is where the bow and some of our greenery is going to go. So I don't know if I'm going to use 1 or 2, but for right now I'm just going to add 1. So what I did is I cut off a little bit of the stem, and then we're going to zip tie it. So let's get it zip tied in. That's one good thing about these bases. They're pretty easy to add things to it. And I'm going to zip tie it in 2 places because I don't want it to hang down. I want it to sit nice and secure. So I'm going to zip tie it a little bit higher up on the stem of the pumpkin. Okay, nice and secure, and I'll cut the ends of that. And the zip tie will not show by the time we get done. I think I want my stem to be kind of at a little bit of an angle. So there we go. First piece. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start adding some of our neutral color bush here. So I'm going to cut these up. And I'm just going to stick a few in first. So that's kind of how it's going to start looking. So let's go ahead and start adding some of these in. Okay, I'm going to glue some of these, and then some of these I might zip tie, because since I've got a 3-inch gap in there, I don't have a lot to glue it to, so it's going to have to kind of be glued to the stems here. So let's kind of play around with it. I'm going to bring some of them coming down. So some of it's going to be coming down behind the pumpkin. I'm going to go ahead and use this complete first bush. See how pretty that looks with that soft white and cream going around it? Okay, I'm going to add a couple of pieces of the wheat. You guys are going to be amazed how easy and fast this is going to come together. So if you have a shop and you sell, designs like this are good, quick designs to have in your shop. The other thing too is they're not super expensive to make because you're not adding a lot of very expensive pieces to it. I'm also taking the leaves off of this one too. Kind of open this up a little bit. They were kind of smashed down a little. I want to take this up behind. There we go. I'm going to twist it. And there it is with some wheat in it. Okay, I'm going to put a little bow. I'm going to make a bow real quick and see if I want the bow over here, or I might put the bow a little bit over on this side. And then I'm going to use some of the filler of that's got a little bit of the peach on the end. Now, if you wanted, you could use a much brighter ribbon, but I want to keep this one pretty neutral. But you could use any florals, any fillers, any ribbon. I'm just using a quick little I think I'm just going to do the one loop of the rust. And I'm going to put it at the back of the bow. So it's going to be kind of like my background of it. I'm going to move my bow over just a little bit further than what I had planned. So I'm just feeding my zip tie through my base, and I'm just going to zip tie this down. And there it is with our bow. So now we're going to add some more filler around it. And this is where I'm going to bring in a little bit of the green. It's kind of a sage green, a soft green with the soft peach color. I'm bringing some to the center of the bow. I'm putting some around the pumpkin to kind of soften the pumpkin. And at this stage, you can make your wreath as full as you want, or you could stop at any time. I'll move this out of the way before I fall on my ribbons. Just a couple more pieces. Okay, see how pretty that is with that soft peach and that sage green filling in around the pumpkin? Okay, I want to add a couple more pieces of my cream color. I don't like that piece because my leaf that's showing right there goes upside the wrong way. There we go, much better. And I'm putting a piece or two over here on this side to kind of soften my bow. There we go. I wanted a little bit of that peach to show by the wheat down here. Okay, guys, I think we're done. I can't wait to put this on my front door to take pictures. Okay, look how nice and pretty that looks. A beautiful fall with just a pop of the orange to go along, or the rust to go along with the rust in there, and then the pumpkin, and then just all the soft taupes and florals all the way around. It's going to look really pretty when it gets photographed on the door. But I do need to trim my ribbon tails. Where'd my scissors go? Here they are. Let's kind of curl those up and around. Get our little glue strings off. And there you have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll have this one posted. Now that I hold it up, I see a little hole right there I'm going to fill in when I get done here. I'll have this posted in my shop later today, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a great Thursday, and take care. Bye-bye.